house that whispers. The house at 112. Willow Lane wasn't supposed to exist. At least, that's what the county records said. Demolished in 1974 after a gas explosion. But there it stood, crooked against the night sky, its windows flickering with faint yellow light. Emily Carver, real estate photographer, checked her camera battery again, pretending she wasn't nervous. This was her last job before she quit the business for good. The realtor had told her the listing was weirdly urgent, the client private, and the money triple your usual rate. That should have been enough warning. The moment Emily stepped onto the porch, her camera flickered. The viewfinder pulsed. Light, dark, light, dark, as if the camera itself was breathing. Inside, the air was stale and cold. Wallpaper peeled in long, curling strips. Every footstep echoed too loudly, as if the house was hollow. She called out, "Hello, realtor, anyone here?" No response, only the whisper. It came so softly at first, she thought it was the wind through the floorboards. Then it formed words. Her name. Emily. She spun around. Nothing. A camera flashed once on its own, the sound slicing through the silence. When she looked at the photo on the screen, it showed her, but not quite. Her reflection was standing 2 feet closer to the camera, eyes wide, mouth open, as if about to scream. Heart hammering, she went upstairs. She told herself it was old wiring, that maybe squatters had broken in. Anything but what she felt. The sensation that she wasn't walking into the house, but deeper into something alive. In the master bedroom, she found a series of black and white photographs nailed to the wall. All of them were portraits, men, women, children, all staring blankly into the lens. Every photo had been taken in the same room she was standing in. And every person in the photos looked faintly transparent. Below the photos was a cracked mirror. In the mirror's reflection, Emily saw movement behind her. She turned. Nothing. But in the reflection, she could still see it. A dark figure standing in the corner, its body jittering like a skipping frame in a film reel. It whispered again, louder this time. "Stay." Emily bolted for the stairs. The hallway seemed longer than before. Stretched. Every door she passed opened by itself, showing rooms full of furniture under white sheets, the outlines shifting beneath, as if something crawled underneath them. A camera hung heavy at her side, still snapping photos at random. Each flash illuminated the house, and each time the figure was closer. One flash. It stood at the end of the hall. Next flash. Halfway down. Next. Right behind her. She dropped the camera and ran. The front door was gone. In its place, another hallway. The wallpaper pulsed faintly, like veins beneath skin. The whispering grew louder, overlapping voices chanting her name again and again, faster and faster. Emily stumbled into a small room filled with hundreds of photographs scattered across the floor. Every one of them was a portrait of her, taken from different angles. Some she'd taken seconds ago, others she'd never seen. In the newest photo, she wasn't alone. The dark figure stood beside her, hand on her shoulder. Something cold brushed her neck. She turned slowly. The figure was inches away, its face featureless, except for a mouth stitched shut with black thread. Yet somehow, it whispered, "You're part of the house now." A final flash. The photo on the floor showed an empty room. When the realtor arrived the next morning, Sarah Whitmore pulled up to 112 Willow Lane. Her GPS insisted she'd arrived at an empty lot. Yet before her stood a 2-story Victorian, slanted and silent. its windows glimmering faintly through the morning fog. She cut the engine and stared. The house hadn't been there yesterday. She knew that. She'd called the county herself. Lot condemned. No standing structure. That's what they told her. And yet, there it was. The same house from the listing photos. The same one her photographer, Emily Carver, had vanished in. The police had searched for days. No trace of Emily. No prints. No car. They chalked it up to a voluntary disappearance. Sarah didn't buy it. Emily had texted her the night before she disappeared. Something's wrong with this place. Don't come here. It's not just abandoned. It's alive. Sarah still hadn't deleted that message. Now she was standing at the same front door. And like a fool, she knocked. The door creaked open on its own. A waft of air hit her. Cold, damp, metallic, like old pennies and mildew. "Hello?" she called, stepping inside. Her voice came back to her. "Hello, hello, hello." But each echo sounded a little different, a little less like her. She turned on her flashlight. The beam revealed furniture draped in grey sheets, dust swirling like mist. Every now and then, her light passed over something that shouldn't be there. A handprint too fresh, a shadow moving against the wall, though nothing cast it. Her heart thudded in her throat. She forced herself to move deeper. "Emily," she whispered, "if you're here, say something." The house answered with a click, the sound of a camera shutter. Sarah froze. A flashlight beam found the source. A camera on the floor, its strap tangled in cobwebs. Emily's camera. The lens pointed at her. When Sarah reached down to pick it up, the flash went off in her face. She stumbled back, blinking away the afterimage. When her eyes cleared, she saw something on the wall that hadn't been there before. A framed photograph, freshly developed, still wet. It showed her, standing in the same spot. Only, in the photo, someone stood behind her. She turned. Nothing. But the smell in the air changed. Sharp, like ozone after lightning. The floorboards groaned under her shoes. The house shuddered slightly. She felt it then, a faint vibration under her feet, like a heartbeat. As she moved toward the staircase, faint whispers began, threading through the walls. At first, they were incoherent. Then, she began to recognize words. "Sarah, stay. Stay with us." She turned her flashlight to the wall and saw writing appearing, letter by letter, carved into the peeling wallpaper. "We remember you." The light flickered. For a split second, the wallpaper was gone, replaced by photos. Thousands of them, layered over every inch of the wall. People smiling, crying, screaming. Some reaching out of the frame, their faces blurred by movement. And in the center of them all was Emily, eyes wide, hands pressed flat against the inside of the photograph, as if she were trapped beneath the glass. "Help me." Her mouth formed, but no sound came out. Then the lights went out. Sarah's flashlight died instantly. Pitch black. Something moved on the staircase above her. Slow, deliberate steps. 1, 2, 3. The whispering rose again. Dozens of voices now, overlapping into a low, breathy chant. She couldn't tell if they were behind her, beside her, or inside her. Her trembling hands found the camera again. In a panic, she clicked the shutter. Flash! A figure at the top of the stairs. It looked like Emily. But Emily's skin was pale as plaster, a smile too wide. Her eyes black as ink. Her jaw cracked open like an old hinge. And the voice that came out wasn't hers. "Welcome home, Sarah." Sarah screamed and ran, crashing through the hall until she saw daylight. An open doorway ahead. She sprinted for it, lungs burning. As she leapt through the threshold, the air changed. She hit the ground outside, grass damp beneath her palms. The house behind her was gone. Only the foundation remained. She staggered to her feet, gasping, staring at the empty lot. In her hand, the camera still clicked, on its own. When she looked at the preview screen, the last photo wasn't of her. It was of Emily, standing at the window of the house, and next to her, Sarah. They found Sarah's car the next morning, engine running, door open, no sign of her. But a new listing appeared online later that week. Address 112 Willow Lane. The first photo showed a charming old house under a bright sky. The agent listed was Sarah Whitmore. And if you looked closely at the window on the second floor, you could swear someone was waving.